Imagine this. A man stands amidst a battlefield, sword in hand, scars across his body, a testament to every battle fought, every struggle endured. That man is Roronoa Zoro, the swordsman whose name echoes not because he was born great, but because he chose to be. Zoro's life was not handed to him on a silver platter. He wasn't born into wealth, privilege, or power. No. Zoro's journey began with nothing but 2 swords and an oath. A promise to Kuina, a promise to himself to become the greatest swordsman in the world. How many of us make promises to ourselves, but falter at the first sign of difficulty? Zoro didn't. He took that promise and carried it like a blade, sharpening it with every step forward. And here's the thing about Zoro, he didn't always win. He's tasted the bitterness of defeat, felt the weight of failure. Remember his duel with Dracul Mihawk? His blades shattered, his pride wounded, his dreams seemed like a distant, unreachable star. Yet, what did he do? He knelt before Mihawk, not in submission, but in humility and determination. He said, "Scars on the back are a swordsman's shame," and stood ready to face death rather than live a life of retreat. It's a lesson for all of us. Life will break us. There's no avoiding that. But will you let the breaking define you? Or will you rise like Zoro, unbroken in spirit? Zoro's strength doesn't come from his swords alone. It comes from his discipline, his relentless drive. How many of us complain about the time it takes to achieve something? Zoro trained day and night, bearing weights far beyond his limits, pushing past the pain. He knew that the path to greatness isn't paved with comfort, but with sacrifice. And let's talk about loyalty. Zoro's loyalty to Luffy and his crew is legendary. He doesn't just fight for himself, he fights for his nakama, his family. When he stood before Bartholomew Kuma and took Luffy's pain upon himself, he didn't hesitate. Bloodied and broken, he uttered just 3 words. Nothing happened. Think about that. How many of us would bear someone else's burden without seeking recognition, without needing applause? Zoro teaches us that true strength is silent, selfless, and steadfast. Life will test you. It will demand sacrifices. It will make you question your worth, your path, your dreams. In those moments, think of Zoro, standing tall despite the odds, enduring the storm, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Zoro's story isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. He gets lost, literally, but he never loses sight of his ultimate goal. He's a reminder that the journey is never a straight line. There will be detours, distractions, and defeats. But if you keep your eyes on the prize, if you take one more step, one more swing of the sword, you will carve your name into the world just like Zoro. So when life challenges you, when your dreams feel too far away, ask yourself this: are you willing to endure? Are you willing to bleed, to sacrifice, to stand tall and say, "I will not give up"? Be like Zoro. Keep your promise. Stay on your path. Because the greatest battles are not won with swords, they're won with unyielding will.